Hello and welcome to Leader's Kitchen. Tonight we're going to be doing a simple sweet and sour chicken with egg fried rice. So what I've got here, I've got a red onion, some red pepper and a couple of diced chicken breasts. All we're going to do is chop up the red pepper and red onion. So what I've got here is I've got some diced up red pepper, red onion. All I've done is I've quartered it and taken both the root and the tip off. No, actually, I'm going to cut that into eighths. So we've got red onion in eighths. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to get a pan on a high heat, and in a bowl, let me get a mixing bowl. Okay, so in a mixing bowl, I'm going to put our diced chicken breast. So there's 2 chicken breasts here in there, and then what we're going to do is give them a dusting. Give them a good dusting of corn flour. So there's probably about a tablespoon or so of corn flour in there. So this will do 2 things. It will help the chicken go a bit crispy, hopefully on the outside, and also thicken up the sauce later on when we add some liquid. Okay, so the sweet part of the sweet and sour is going to come from pineapple chunks. We're also going to use the juice out of this tin, which is pineapple juice. And then the sour bit is going to come from a vinegar. We're using cider vinegar here, and I might have to use a little white wine vinegar because there's not much cider vinegar left. So pan's coming up to temperature with a plain oil, so this is just sunflower oil. So put a good slug of that in, let that get nice and hot. So the pan's nice and hot now, hopefully. Let's just try a bit. Nearly there. So start putting the chicken in. Try not splashing it everywhere. What we're going to do is we're going to fry that off until it's all nice and golden brown and just about cooked through. So it's going to be probably 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, so this chicken, as you can see now, is getting quite nice and brown. So what we're going to do is quickly tip that out of the pan with residual fat in there, and the heat. We're going to in with the onions and peppers. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook those off a little bit. The peppers, the onions will break up a bit, So what we're looking to do is cook these through slightly separately, and then we're going to add the juice and get the sauce going, and then add back the chicken. So that's been a couple of minutes or so, and you see they're starting to cook down quite nicely. So into that goes the juice and fruit of a small tin of pineapples. Steaming up again. So there we go, and now we need a little souring agent, which is going to be about a good 2 or 3 teaspoons of cider vinegar. We'll mix that through and have a quick taste. Oh, that's a little bit sour still. We're going to use is a little bit of tomato ketchup in there, just to try and temper that back a bit. Also, it will help thicken the sauce slightly. Okay, also what I'm going to do is going to put a pinch of chili flakes in there, only a pinch or so, just to give it a little tiny background hum. Okay, back in with the chicken. Stir through the chicken. Stay alright. A bit warm. As you can see, it's getting a little dry now, so what I'm going to do is put a splash of hot water in. In 10 minutes, right. What we'll do is we'll take one of the bigger pieces of chicken, take it out and just give it a quick slice through with a knife. Make sure it's done all the way, cooked all the way through, which it is. Oh, that's hot and tasty. What we'll do is we'll put that back in a bowl. I'll turn that off for a second. Put it back in the bowl and keep that somewhere warm. So I've just got a oven on a low temperature, on a low heat, whilst we do our rice dish. So all I've done there is I've just rinsed the wok out, let that come back up to heat, and while that's coming back up to temperature, what I'll do is I'm going to slice a little more red pepper, a little bit finer this time. But what I'm also going to do is I'm actually going to cook the eggs first. If you cook the eggs off first and make almost an omelette, and then take this out of the pan and then actually slice it, you get a much better consistency of egg. Otherwise the rice can stick together and be all clumpy. So, in with a little bit of oil, let that get hot, swirl it around the pan, and in with the eggs. So all we have there is a little basic omelette. So pan back on, bit of oil, and then in with the red peppers, and then in with cold cooked rice. So this is rice that we cooked yesterday. We'll just break it up and into the pan you go. And all we do is stir this through, frying the rice off until it gets nice and hot all the way through. And then with the omelette, we just quickly slice the omelette. Also got a couple of spring onions here as well, or as the Americans call them, scallions. What we're going to do is put those through the rice as well. So into the rice, put a good pinch of Chinese 5-spice and a little Worcester sauce, but not Worcester sauce, soy sauce for seasoning. If you're wondering why the rice is a little yellow, the rice was actually cooked with chicken stock instead of just plain water. This is because we actually had it as a rice salad. And make sure all the rice is broken up. Just a couple of clumps there. So, and in with the omelette. And as you see, the egg stays together much better. It doesn't bind the rice up. And that's it. That's a nice and easy sweet and sour chicken with egg fried rice. So if you like the recipe, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for some more content.